Great evening, everyone. Hope everyone has had a wonderful and fabulous Monday. Welcome to Her Legacy and Leadership. My name is Alicia Johnson, the Membership Director for the Augusta Black Chamber of Commerce. In celebration of Women's History Month, we are honored to spotlight some of our phenomenal women throughout the month who are making a lasting impact as business owners, entrepreneurs, and leaders in our community. Today, we are honored to spotlight our beautiful owner, Aset, which is a holistic healer, and she's the owner of Religion of Health. So we're honored to spotlight her tonight. Her dedication, vision, and leadership represent the strength and excellence in women in business. We are excited to learn more about her journey, her inspiration, and legacy she is building through entrepreneurship. Let's welcome Aset. Hi, Aset. How are you tonight?
I cannot complain very well. How about yourself?
I'm doing well on this wonderful Monday.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yes. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. Um, okay, so I am a holistic practitioner. I have been in the game for, I would say, a good 25 years of studies. But when
Wow.
it comes to helping and aiding, it's over 18 years of doing so.
Okay.
I started holistic wellness because of my own issues that I was having. But it all started because I was intrigued by how food is handled in a toxic way or it can be handled in a medicinal way. So my reasons for going in that field was that reason in particular. My background, it all ties into where I am today. So I'm originally from New Orleans. I have a knack for cooking. I always surrounded myself in food, obviously, as a native of New Orleans.
Yes.
I had the fun foods, the desired foods, the trifling food is what I call it all the time. And I had my fair share as a young girl eating the foods of New Orleans. I started selling crawfish pies at the age of 16.
Okay.
That's when my entrepreneurship really, well, actually, I want to say babysitting, but let's just,
Mhm.
keep it in the family of what I do. It
No,
started,
it really started, like you said, with babysitting. So honestly,
yeah.
you got more into that field starting
Mhm.
out at home, watching loved ones or
And
friends
be-
or families. Yeah.
Mhm. And having my own at some point. So I always did have a good time with children and helping them, just be themselves and loving on them.
Yes.
So the food part um, had a tie in. So I went into the military. Actually, after I was selling food, I got into an area of business with a friend in New Orleans, helping him start a staffing agency for nurses,
Okay.
LVNs, registered nurses, CNAs, and things like that, just sending them on jobs. He was like, hey, come help me build this business. So
Mm-hmm.
I got engraved into that area. I had a feeling that I was going to go into some kind of, space of office because when a word processor came out before the computers and all that stuff, I used to play typewriting on it. I just
Okay.
like to hear it tap, even a typewriter. I used to like hearing it tap. So it tied into the business area, the food, the business. I went into the military. I've served my time, went to a space where I highly desired, which was San Diego. I manifested that, went there, learned an abundance of information that my spirit needed to have. So it was
Mm-hmm.
more like a spiritual journey for me. Went into the Navy, got into it, and was a yeoman. A yeoman is clerical work, business administration. So I was still
Mm-hmm.
stuck in that space.
Yes.
I love. I wanted to do legal men, but I couldn't type fast enough. I was busy playing on the typewriter, but not learning how to
Gotta-
type. So I couldn't test out, so I couldn't get in my field. I always wanted to be an attorney or a lawyer,
Mhm.
something like that. So I tried to do the JAG, but there was stipulations that I had to meet, and one of them was typing out. I had to learn how to type in school, and I wasn't quick enough, so I couldn't make it. So I wind up deducing myself to a yeoman, which was still
Okay.
the administrative area, and doing all the different orders and whatever it was that the military needed, our ship to have. That's what it was. So the military is a totally different area of work of field, but I
Mm-hmm.
pretty much mastered what I've went in there for. Became a ESWAS pin holder, which basically says you can tap onto any area, and
Okay.
it's a choice. So I went into a lot of different areas that helped me become a master of some of my skills in the military. As a young girl, as a new body in the military, kind of like outshining some of the 20 year olders and stuff like that when you see my pin on my chest.
Yes.
It was big time bragging rights for me.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I got out the military and once again went back into food. I went into dental work first, school at the same time. Schoolwork, dental, learning dental, going to school and working at the same time. So it was a few different things that I was doing and selling food. That's what it was. So I
Love it.
was selling food, got out the military, started doing those things, learned the dental field, which was a pinnacle for me in holistic
Mm-hmm.
because the beauty about being in dental and being able to combine medical was something that many people didn't have. That
Right.
ability to combine those because I understood the oral cavity and I understood the mechanism of the body. So I was able to put two and two together when people were more puzzled than the doctors. So
Okay.
doctors couldn't say, okay, because of the mouth, this is why the blood is probably acting like this, or this is why your nerves are acting like this, because they never tie the oral cavity to everything else. A doctor
Mm-hmm.
would just say, hey, this is what it is, and the dentist would say this is what it is. But my beauty of studies allowed me to combine both of them
Mm-hmm.
with my mindset.
That's
So,
right.
that was that's one of my levels up, big time. So when I got out of that area, I met my children's father. We began to learn about finances.
Okay.
He was in car dealers and stuff like that, and doing houses, all those
Mm-hmm.
kind of things. And then I was in dental and food and administration. So we both learned that area together. That built up my administration once again.
Mm-hmm.
So the whole time I'm growing up, I'm just tapping onto everything that I'm enlightened by. And when I get to where I am today, it all started making sense. So being in Cali, I was intrigued by the foods, the difference of food. What is organic? What is non-organic? Why is it like that? Who is it for? Why everybody don't have the same opportunity to have the same foods? Why is there a difference in price? So
Mm-hmm.
my brain start triggering, different questions, and I was deep into the research of on why. So that opened me up to where I am today. Different people started coming to my life to enhance, nurture, grow it, and this is where I am with holistic studies. Just putting two and two together. So my body became under attack. I had been studying suffering with gut issues ever since I was in New Orleans as a young girl. And
Mm-hmm.
I would drink citrate magnesium to help me go to the bathroom because I wasn't going to the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
And I was drinking other things, but I said, this stuff is too harsh.
Yeah.
So, what can I do? And as I grew older, I began to find alternatives that was less harsh. So I started doing senna leaves. Senna leaves is making me move, but I felt like, that's not natural. All the things that I'm doing is not natural. And the research that I was doing on the things that I was taking, it had a negative outcome at the end of the day. Either it was going to make my body not be able to do what it naturally does, or it was going to affect
Mm-hmm.
something else. So I said, okay, that's not the way forward. So not realizing that water in my gut was the downfall for me not being able to do whatever I need to do with my body. My body got extremely inflamed from my eyes. I was damn near going blind. My back kept blowing out on me. I think my back went out on me 3 times within 5 years.
Wow.
Yeah, I was under a lot of just
Yeah.
pressure.
Yeah.
My body was going
Medical.
through
Mm-hmm.
hell, 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 hell. My knee was giving out on me. I couldn't stand on my legs for no more than 2 to 3 minutes at that point in my life where it was just enough.
Mm-hmm.
My joints were so achy, I couldn't wake up, relax, stiff. I was so stiff. Everything was wrong. Everything was wrong. I kept going back and forth to doctors. Doctors couldn't help me until I got to a space where I say I have to do something on my own. Now, the whole time I'm helping everybody else, but I'm not
You're
helping.
not helping yourself.
I'm feeding everybody else, taking care of everybody else, giving them the proper way to eat, but I'm not doing it myself. And I didn't realize that my gut had me in a chokehold. Since I wasn't going to the bathroom, it inflamed me and I didn't know it until
Mm-hmm.
I started crying out for help. And I took a Motrin because the doctors couldn't help me.
Yes.
And when I took that Motrin, it changed the game for me. It changed the game. Everything started. I was like, oh, this pain can go away. So once it did go away, I began to switch gears and say, I'm going to make my own Motrin. So that's how I consistently went deeper and deeper and deeper into the holistic studies. And
Okay.
it had been about maybe 10 years before I even start saying, let me help myself because I was busy studying and helping other people's prior to that.
Got it. Yeah, that makes sense. Not only makes sense, but it fits why you're in this business,
Mhm.
and what got you started into this business. So we know that you now, have the experience of being that holistic healer, just through your own journey itself. So that's amazing that you're able to provide that experience and provide to others what can help them,
Correct.
with healing. So definitely. Now, I have to ask. I know you mentioned the years that you have been in on this journey and helping in the business too as well. But um following that and being in the business, what legacy are you looking to leave and help others throughout the business?
So the legacy that I am actually creating right now is truly generational healing, and my children are learning the same. So they're obviously a part of the legacy, so they can be the one that continue to help
Okay.
nurture based on their upbringing. Outside of my children in the community, I am nurturing not a foundation, but an organization
Mhm.
that will have the ability to go to communities that are underserved to aid them in understanding how food affects them
Okay.
on the most simplest level, and where they can go to communicate amongst other people to get information and also have a collection of people that is in the same field of holistic wellness to be
Mhm.
able to support them. So the setup is there. Right now, I'm in the space of actually putting the people where they're supposed to be because it's in that forward momentum right
Yes.
now. Yeah,
Yes. I love that. And I love the impact that you're making here,
it's a
throughout the
actual
community. Yes.
it's a ministries. So the ministries is Religion of Health Ministries. I am also an ordained minister.
I never
So
knew that essay about you with that. Yeah.
mhm, mhm, mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, I am ordained, and but my rhetoric is not in regards to um, um, religion in
Mhm.
particular. The traditional religion, my religion is health.
Right. Right.
So it's religion of the health ministries to be able to help people understand and get the tools that they need to be able to help themselves, because health is spirituality and health is
Yes. Yes. Yep. It definitely is. It definitely is.
mhm.
Um so definitely we have learned, the journey and the impact that you're making throughout the community, and how you're here to help all of us that are willing to learn our body and learn what we can do to better ourselves, so that way if we are in that predicament of needing to restore our health, then we got sources here, and that's through you. And then if we're not in that predicament, then we can always better ourselves, on that health impact and journey. Definitely right now, the season of, allergies and season of pollen and all that. And I know y'all hear a little bit of me with it too. So I do intake on, a lot of different things that we have here that are local, that help us with our health, so that way when it does occur, we have that knowledge. And then we also have you to help guide us the way we need to be guided, the correct way, with you having the knowledge and having the background and the history and the education with it, so definitely we appreciate you, providing that service and that business here in the community. So
Yes, you're welcome. You're welcome. Uh-oh. Oh, we got stuck for a while.
there we are. No, everybody connection just went out. I don't know what they're doing. It says all the bars are good, everything, is good and clear, and it just froze and went away.
Mhm.
That's it, that no one has control over. Now, so I know you mentioned that you have products, and that you sell different things that help us. Can you go and elaborate more about those products and services that you have throughout the business of Religion of Health?
Absolutely. So, as a holistic healer, I understand the roots of it all. So I offer one of my biggest things is food pairing. I educate people on how to food pair. So that's a part of my coaching. Uh,
Okay.
Food pairing recipes, since that is a knack of mine, where I have the skills to chef up anything, even if people have apprehensive ways about certain things because they're transferring over to another side of
Mm-hmm.
wellness. Um, I do mineral tests, something that is very important for a lot of people, and many people don't have access to it. But people are suffering because of imbalance, gut, and not the correct minerals that are being uploaded into their body, or they're not getting enough. So I do hair tissue mineral analysis where I snip the hair, send it into the labs,
Oh,
and I read the lab work for them and get them to understand what it is they need to do to get certain levels up. It can explain if your body has toxins in it, metals, heavy metals in it. It can explain a lot. I mean,
yeah.
everything. And some people say you can get it through blood, and you can, but the difference with blood and hair is that blood is like a 24-hour kind of cycle. The
Okay.
hair is years and years of understanding. So we snip from the root so we can get at least the first month to 2 months of what the body has been taken in or not taken in. And then from there, I'm able to show the person how to level out their minerals. Um, Coaching, of course, workshops. I've also offer free workshops on how to help children eat foods that they
Okay.
detest, how to get children to eat just about anything type of workshops,
Yeah.
all different kind of workshops, gut support workshops. I have a gut support system, which is this system where everybody need to start.
Okay.
Everybody need to start here. What this does is it descums the gut. So I'm a gut support specialist.
Mm-hmm.
I focus on descumming the gut so the minerals can get through. People are suffering because of malabsorption.
Yes. Yes.
It's I
Absolutely.
don't know why they're not making that. They're emphasizing that. They're not emphasizing it enough. But of
Well,
course,
we
they
kind of
don't.
know why, but
They
that's
do
a
know
whole other
why.
conversation. Look, we know why.
But let's just act like
Yes,
But
that's right.
so, but what I do is, since it happened to me and I didn't know it was going to happen to me,
Mhm.
I know that that descums the gut and it removes all the years and years and years and years of buildup
Okay.
that the body cannot just easily rid. And in that buildup, there's bacteria and parasites that don't belong there. And
Mm-hmm.
they're constantly telling people what to do, how to do it, and when to do it. You would have people turning into a gas station just to go get candy and come right out with a Slurpee. And
Mm-hmm.
that's not normal. So I help people get that out of their systems. It reduces their cravings, it enhances their lab work, and all these other things. Plenty of beautiful testimonies with it. And it's not age restricted either. It's children love it and the elders swear by it. So
Okay.
I have that. This is it's a 3 week to 2 month version, which is the ultimate descumming, which is I truly recommend everybody to do the 2 month version first so you can get your body kick started. And since it has all those minerals in it based on what's in the package itself,
Mm-hmm.
it's descum and upload at the
Okay.
same time. So people who are constipated, it pushes the constipation out the way and it takes the inflammation out the body and it starts to bring everything back to normal. And when I tell you lab works change, lab
Yeah.
change, people high blood pressure, thyroid issues, kidney issues, and it doesn't A1C, people
Yes, it brings it down for them and level. Okay.
lab work proven.
Love it.
So, and so on and so on, male, female, even with men who have erectile dysfunction.
Mm-hmm.
I've had 70-year-old, 80-year-old men talking about, hey, when am I supposed to do with this? You need to go to the bingo hall, sir. So, so I'm just saying. So, I can help you there, but I mean,
This
I
phone is right there.
so so it does just it whatever is wrong in the body. I had
Mm-hmm.
people say that probably cure cancer. That's how deep it is. So I feel
Yes,
like whatever your body is going through, it's like the one that it goes in and fill in the gap wherever
got
you're
it.
having issues. I, I'm just a messenger. So
Yeah.
yeah, so I had that. That's the version, and this is like a day-to-day version for people who actually do this and then
Okay.
come out of it saying, what next?
Okay.
They think that they have to stay on this, but they don't. This is more
Okay.
like a buffer. You do it the big time first time, and then
Yes,
afterwards you go in throughout the year and you continue to descum your gut because your body needs to always be detox mode on.
that's right. That's right.
We don't detox and then come off. We stay on detox
Mhm.
and continue to keep our body going because that's how we live. So I do the small packets where people just go into the stores and they just take their shots, like those little wellness shots, but
Yes.
has way more in it versus the other ones that's in the store. They do 1
Right.
compared to my 4 ounces.
Okay.
And people love it. I'm telling you, they love it, love it, love it. I also have one of my service. It's not a service, but this is for some people who um, want a quick start, ultimate detox. Quick
Okay.
start. So if it's like it's a consultation in a book.
Okay.
So for people who are like, but I remember she said that, this stuff is all in the book. It has
Mhm.
different plans on how to handle yourself. It has water logs. I explain people
Love
how much
it.
water they need to have in
Yes.
their body because people think that they are hydrated and they're really not.
Really not. Yeah,
They're
we're
really not.
dehydrated, especially by season, because it matters. Like depends on what time of year you're in. It
What
depends
you're
on
doing.
what the altitude is too, as well.
Yes,
Where you're living at. It's a lot of things that factor to
absolutely.
determine if you're hydrated enough or not, and then
Yes,
too how active you are daily.
that part. That part. It all plays a part. I remember there was one time where I was drinking a lot of water, but I kept going into the sauna. And I was like, why am I so
Mm,
dehydrated? And not thinking about, even though I'm drinking a ton of water in a sauna, I'm really drinking only 40 ounces, even though I'm doing 80 ounces because
mhm.
I'm sweating it out. And I had to get that understanding. So it's different things like that where people get stuck and they don't think around everything. But I
That's right.
have proper food pairing is one of the things that people always mess up with because we come in a tradition where we think that steak and potatoes is the way forward for us. And it's really a cancellation of the digestive enzymes. And this is why people get stuck in the gut. This is
Yeah.
why they be constipated. So the proper food pairing show people how to pair the food together properly so they can get what the food is trying to offer them, and so they can stop the inflammation in the gut lining so they can live the way they're supposed to live and not in inflammation.
Yes.
Um, One of the other things that I do is a holistic assessment where I can look at a person and actually tell them, what I think is going wrong with them internally. So that's
Okay.
one of my specialties as well. And I always tend to hit it on the nose and tell people some things that the doctors didn't tell them.
Okay.
You go back to the doctors and ask the doctor to evaluate something in particular, and the truth has told, because when you go holistic is preventative.
Mm-hmm.
So we're looking for early signs, even though the lab work that the doctors give
Have you
may
showed it
say,
yet?
yeah, because a lot of times they say, oh, you look fine on a lab, but you look fine on a lab. But most of the time, especially when it comes to ethnicity, we cannot
Yes.
be we cannot be tested on the same level.
Right.
We
Right. That is
cannot.
exactly
No,
true.
we cannot. And so meanwhile, we think we're not, going through anything based off of the paperwork, but in reality, we're going through a lot because we feel it,
Mm-hmm.
and the body is trying to tell it to you. So holistic is ancient,
I
you know.
love
So yeah. So
it.
the it tells how to detox every part of the body safely, and also the best way to go about doing things without having to put a strain on your pocket, and how to keep certain
Mhm.
things in your kitchen for quick aids to be able to help yourself. So,
Yes.
so I have a host of services that goes around it, but the biggest thing that I will, always tell people, hey, get the book, because the book is a consultation that is it's a juicy conversation, a juicy topic that help you every step of the way.
Absolutely, absolutely, and most, believe it or not, I said, and I think we've had a conversation about it too. Most people contact me and be like, "Leisha, or Allie J, what I need to do? This going on," and of course, I tell them, or either like you say in your kitchen, I already have it, here in the home because I do it. I live by that, myself, but just knowing you having more education background and this is your actual business, I can be the person, or I can call you, or I could be like, hey, nope, I got somebody that's specialized. You
I'm here
contact
for it. This is
Set.
why I'm here. I came,
Exactly. Contact her.
yeah, yeah, I am here at you guys' service,
That's
and,
right.
I came from California to be here amongst my people, so I
Mm-hmm.
can be able to aid them, because we don't have enough information on how to help ourselves, and we're set up for the lose based
Yeah,
on how we eat.
that's right. Absolutely.
And we can't get anywhere spiritually if our gut is messed up.
There you go. Because you're not complete and whole,
You're not complete and whole. You can't hear. You can't hear.
Yeah.
You're ignoring all the signs.
Yep. 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 Aset, this has been wonderful, so wonderful, and I definitely appreciate you taking the time out tonight to come on and for us to spotlight you tonight. But how, I know I have already added in the chat, but can you let the audience know how they can contact you, and also to where you're located on the different social media platforms, so that way they'll know how to reach you too as well?
Yes. So I am on Instagram. It's like my playhouse.
Okay.
Uh, everybody goes over there to hang out with me and
Yes.
chat and go back and forth. I have all the juicy information that's on the meaningful underscore holistic. On Facebook is Religion of Health. The website is religionofhealth.com. If you are interested in any of my products, you can get the book at shop.religionofhealth.com. Or if you were interested in the actual descummer, you can go to mydetoxer.com, and you can read up on a lot of different testimonies what people say is in a lot of spaces. And I'm also on Yelp, but it would be under Religion of Health Temecula, where I was in California. So my reviews are kind of like directed over there. If you wanted to email me, you can reach me at aset.religionofhealth.com. That's ASET dot religionofhealth at religionofhealth.com, or info at religionofhealth.com. Where else am I tucked away? YouTube. YouTube, I have a lot of full live clips. I get yelled at all the time on Instagram by people who just don't understand those are shorts. So,
Mm-hmm.
so they're like, "Why are you leaving us hanging? We want more. What are you doing?
They
You're not."
want more food. They ready for you to give more.
They want it, and they get at me. They start clawing me up. I was like,
Yeah.
"Wait, hold on, you guys. Listen, this is a short. I know y'all don't think all this power coming in at 3 minutes. This is a workup."
Yes.
So you can find me on YouTube at Alchemy with Aset. So I think LinkedIn, yeah, I just got back on LinkedIn. LinkedIn kicked me off and then I had to get back on. So
Okay.
it would probably be on the religion of health as well.
Yes.
Mhm.
Well, we definitely appreciate you so much. And thank you for giving us. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. You got some more.
Workshops. So I do
Oh, yes.
monthly workshops. They're free. And
Okay.
there are also paid versions for people who get the textbook where we do deep workshops with people who have issues that are trying to settle the difference on their body. But free workshops for understanding and Q&A is at heal.religionofhealth.com.
Heal.religionofhealth.com.
Heal
Okay.
my body. Yes.
So y'all heard her. So she's also located at different workshops. So make sure you come out and support her too as well when she's at the workshops. And that's how you can locate her and find her at the different locations that she'll be posted up at too as well. So make sure y'all contact her depending on what social media platforms you use, especially if you're using LinkedIn too as well. So that way you can stay tuned in with our holistic healer Aset here in the community of the CSRA. Aset, did you have anything else that you would like to add in tonight or mention? Do you have any a definitely like a upcoming event or workshop that you're going to be at this month or the next month, so that way they'll know how to find you too, which was within the next few weeks?
Yes. My assistant is going to update everything with the date on my next workshop, but the next workshop will be in April. It's
Okay.
the third Saturday, 1:30 p.m. Eastern time.
Okay.
So you can sign up there. I explain certain things. I don't go into teaching. I just go into opening up the mind. So,
Okay.
priming everything and then
Mhm.
having a Q&A at the end. So if they go to
Love it.
Religion of Health and sign up to the newsletter, they'll get the cue when it's okay to
Perfect.
go ahead and sign up for it.
Perfect. Y'all heard her. Y'all heard her. Please go to her website, and you'll have all the information that you're needing. And that's religionofhealth.com. So make sure you tune in and click on her website. You also can find her on the directory of the Greater Augusta Black Chamber of Commerce too, as well. And that will have her information and contact information on there too, as well. Um, we appreciate you so much, Aset.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
Mhm.
you're welcome. You're welcome. And continue spreading the love and the knowledge here throughout the community too, as well. The CSRA definitely needs you, and also throughout the other states that you're spreading that knowledge to as well, and providing those services. So that way we can continue healing, ourselves and our loved ones, and spreading that knowledge and information.
And for you, my dear,
Yes, darling.
I'm gonna need you to go and kind of like maybe sniff on some golden seal to
Well,
work
yeah, I've been doing that. I've been taking that and some that and the oil of oregano, and also I've been thyme, and I've had some bitters today. I've had a little bit of everything over the weekend.
Great,
Yeah,
great.
she's telling on me. She knows that I've I've been suffering with a sinus infection, guys, due to this pollen here in the Augusta area. I definitely have been taking my herbal medicine that I need, and then also a few other medicines too. But
Add bee
for the
pollen.
rest, I've been drinking too. I've been drinking not as much as I needed to, but I've been drinking more the past few days too.
Also, bee pollen as well. Bee pollen will help.
You know what?
Yeah.
I have some, and I didn't even take none. I was taking some honey, some manuka honey, but I didn't take any bee pollen. I'll take some at tonight before I go to bed. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
See, look at that, y'all. I mean, we have the stuff and we have some of the knowledge, but guess what? When it's yourself, we forget. We
Yeah.
honestly forget when it's us that we got to heal our own self. So I said, I
Mhm.
appreciate you so much for that. I'll make sure I
You're
take
welcome.
and double up on those items tonight that I already have here in the home.
Great. That hey, look. This is what I tell people. You don't need to go anywhere. It should be in your kitchen.
Yeah, and that exactly. And it's, I mean, you ain't gotta go and do anything special. Like she just named all that stuff I already have right here in the house, and I didn't take
Yep.
the bee pollen. I do have that, so I would definitely take some of that.
Ugh. In salt water.
I didn't do salt water.
Sniff it. Bring it on in there.
Oh, I did. No, I did. I did do the steam treatment. Um and that I had put some rosemary and thyme and lemon and sea salt in it and did that
Mhm.
15 minutes, but I only did it one time. I have my kids do it more often, but I'm a bad patient. I'm gonna do my sea
You'll
salt.
be all right. You'll be
Yeah,
all right.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I
Just
gotta tell on myself a little bit, y'all. Yes, I've been a bad patient on myself.
but just
I would definitely get that in tonight too.
put it in your nose and let it slowly drain, go down,
Okay.
and then tilt forward and let all that come out.
Okay, perfect.
That's what's annoying you the most because it's stuck in the sinuses and
Girl,
stuff. So
you already know it.
you're gonna
Yeah.
be snotting like a little piggy. So
I'd rather it come out than me feeling like a big old hot balloon right now, you know?
yeah,
And
yeah. You'll be
I'd rather that come out than stay in.
I wish you the best.
Yeah, and thank you so much. And the same too with you. Everybody that's here on our live, we thank y'all so much for tuning in. And thank you for joining Her Legacy and Leadership. And you have heard from our amazing, wonderful, and educated holistic healer Aset here tonight, the owner of Religion of Health. And thank y'all so much for celebrating with us as well for the Women's History Month throughout the Great Augusta Black Chamber of Commerce, where we are building leaders, we are aspiring leaders, and building a legacy through the businesses that we have started and building. Thank you all so much, and y'all have an amazing and wonderful night. Thank you, and stay tuned in throughout the rest of the month for Her Legacy and Leadership for Women's History Month. Thank y'all. Have a wonderful night.
Bye.